Jenna Dewan and Channing Tatum's Magic Mike money drama continues as Dewan claims she is entitled to half of her ex-husband's earnings from the film franchise. A careful reading of Channing's opposition reveals he is dancing between the raindrops with respect to the Magic Mike intellectual property. Read new court documents obtained by What's the Gossip filed by Dewan, 43, on Wednesday, May 8. On the one hand, Channing argues, he has agreed for petitioner Jenna to have an interest in the Magic Mike intellectual property MMIP and related entities. Indeed, he agrees to give Jenna an interest, yet Channing fails to quantify that interest in the foregoing pronouncement. Dewan, 43, argued that Tatum, 44, wants to give her less than 50%, arguing that it is now the main dispute in the case. The docs continue. Channing finally admits he plans to argue Jenna should receive less than 50% of the intellectual property asset. Therefore, the preliminary question as to the character and division of the Magic Mike intellectual property is very much in dispute, and as set forth in greater detail herein, it must be answered before the other issues of this case can be properly assessed at trial. News broke last month that the former couple, who split in 2018, were going to trial for divorce settlement legal issues, namely intellectual property rights and earnings from the Magic Mike film franchise, which made Channing a superstar on the big screen. Dewan's lawyer, Samantha Spector, claimed in an April hearing that Dewan did not receive an accurate amount of money from the projects, which were paid for using marital funds. Dewan's lawyer also claimed that Tatum had placed Magic Mike earnings in a complex web of LLCs, holding companies and partnerships allegedly to dilute and conceal the value of, and licensing income to, the community property Magic Mike intellectual property and derivative assets. Dewan's new court docs state that the money's placement into the LLCs and other companies was done so without her knowledge or consent. To be absolutely clear, this transfer was made after the parties separated and Jenna was never presented with, nor did she sign, a spousal waiver before Channing unilaterally made this transfer, the docs state. This transaction constitutes just one of many fiduciary breaches undertaken by Channing, but in terms of this particular breach, the only issue is whether Jenna was advised of this transaction before it occurred and whether she gave her consent, written or otherwise. The answer to both questions is no. In a declaration filed on May 2, obtained by us, Tatum claimed that Dewan's allegations that he has connived and colluded with third parties to deprive her of interests in the MMI prelate assets are completely baseless and that he has since agreed for Dewan to have an interest in the MMIP and related entities, and has recognized that she will receive additional community income as part of their post-separation accounting. Tatum also asked that Dewan's request for the Magic Mike money drama to be settled before touching upon other divorce settlement details be denied, describing it as a delay tactic to prolong resolution of our financial settlement. The docs continue. I oppose Jenna's request for an early and separate trial on the character and division of the Magic Mike intellectual property and derivative assets and for a court-ordered case resolution plan providing for staged discovery and trials on subsidiary issues. I have made extensive and repeated efforts to settle this matter without litigation, but despite my efforts, no agreement has been reached. After nearly 6 years, I would like to finalize our divorce case without further delay. Thank you. You have successfully subscribed. Subscribe to newsletter. Subscribe by signing up. I agree to the terms and privacy policy and to receive emails from What's the Gossip deal of the day. 42 Best Mother's Day gifts shall actually want view deal. Check our latest news in Google News. Follow us. Check our latest news in Apple News. Follow us. You have successfully subscribed. By signing up, I agree to the terms and privacy policy and to receive emails from What's the Gossip. Check our latest news in Google News. Check our latest news in Apple News. In his declaration, Tatum also said he does not believe Dewan's intention to seek spousal support is appropriate and referred to their marriage as short-term. Tatum claimed Dewan works to contribute to her support and that she will receive 1/2 of royalties and community property residuals from their investments. Additionally, Tatum's docs state that Dewan will have substantial investment income from cash assets she already received in their divorce and has received millions of dollars and is expected to take home more once the remainder of their estate is divided. Dewan filed for divorce from Tatum, with whom she shares her 10-year-old daughter, Everly, in October 2018 after previously announcing their split that April. The exes were declared legally single in 2019 and reached a custody agreement for Everly the following year. Dewan is currently pregnant with her third child, her second with fiancé Steve Causey. The pair previously welcomed their son, Callum, in 2020. Tatum has since moved on with actress Zoe Kravitz, and the duo got engaged after 2 years of dating in October 2023.